Hello, hello, hello. I hope I have no filters because one came on and I was struggling to take it off. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Hi there, I am Coach Kemi, CEO and founder of How to Think Global Consulting Empire. That was my son-in-law that just walked in. I think he wants to be seen, but he cannot be. He's limping on one foot. Hi there, sorry I'm late. I did not see it was already 2 o'clock and I had to rush downstairs and get everything ready. Hi there, I'm Coach Kemi, CEO and founder of How to Think Global Consulting Empire. And I was about to say, and I am the CEO. I just said it, didn't I? Anyway, I will tell you who I help. If this is the first time you're listening to me, I help and I work with and I assist and I provide private clients and female corporates who aspire for senior positions in identifying and defining right and result-oriented thinking that affect the highest levels of performance and productivity. And I refer to this as CEO thinking. Now, today's topic is really yummy, very, very yummy, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you. And today's topic is emotions, how the highly emotional top executive manages high levels of performance and productivity. How the highly emotional top executive manages high levels of performance and productivity. Right, as a female who aspires for senior leadership, note so with me, as a female who aspires for senior positions up to C-suite and board levels, high levels of productivity and high levels of performance are a given. Otherwise, you have no business aspiring for or being in a senior position. So if that is not, I was supposed to have my headphones in. If that is not something that is a thing for you, if high levels of productivity and performance are not a priority for you, you have no business. Don't even aspire for a senior position. Don't bother aspiring. You're not there yet. Don't bother aspiring. Not to mention when you get there. That's a no-brainer. It's a non-negotiable. You need to maintain, you need to achieve and maintain and sustain and teach others high levels of productivity and high levels of performance and how to keep doing that. However, your ability to manage your emotions is key to maintaining these high levels of productivity and performance. And if you listened to my live stream yesterday, you will know that feelings are the same thing as emotions, and your thoughts determine what your emotions are. What you think determines what emotion shows up. So that means you determine what emotion shows up. You determine how much of it and for how long it shows up in your life. If these two pieces, performance and productivity, are not high, then the bottom line will be affected. I mean, revenue coming into your organization will be affected, because then everybody is that chain of which you're a part will slow down everybody else's work, will reduce our income because you are not performing well. Imagine you have a long string and there is a part of the string that's thin. It affects the entire string. What they call the strength of I do not remember how it goes. Is it the strength of a chain? Is the strength is in its weakest part. So you don't want to be that weak part of the chain in your organization, because no one wants this person on their team. No one wants this person on their team. So how can these levels of performance and productivity be reduced? Through not managing your emotions. That's why I am teaching you here today how to manage those emotions. Through not managing your emotions. Here are a few emotions that can show up at work: anger, frustration, impatience, that's me, hurt, disillusionment, when you are just fed up of your post, you know you deserve more, you want to go higher, you apply, and people are just not, the senior executives are not promoting you. Discouragement, that also affects you. Tiredness, you don't have enough rest, or you have taken on more than you can handle. Okay, so let's look at just one of them. Let's look at hurt, because that's an emotion that everybody thinks females are, they're always getting hurt. Okay, but let's see what that's about. This is how to manage any and all emotions, and how top executives do it to maintain their high levels of productivity and high levels of performance. Number one, there are 2 steps, but the first step is critical. First step is be aware of your weaknesses. Be completely aware. Don't excuse them. Don't tell stories. Don't give reasons. Don't, just be totally aware of them. That, okay, when people talk to me this way, I get hurt. When people say this to me, I get hurt. When people do that, I get hurt. Be totally and completely aware of your weaknesses when it comes to your emotions. Number 2, be aware of and learn how to manage it. So be aware of how it can be managed and learn how to manage it. It's not enough to be in an organization because they've had a solution and an answer, not an employee. You are a resource, albeit human. If that resource is not delivering what it was hired for or what it's supposed to deliver, then what is the resource doing? Okay. So we don't want that guy. We'll remove you. We'll say, you can go. We'll give you notice and we'll fire you effectively. But we don't want that. You don't want that. If you aspire for a senior position, you've got to be performing at the position where you are at, because that is what will be noticed, and your director or C-suite leveler will say, I think you should go for this position. And that is what will give you the brass, the panache to apply for higher positions outside of your company if that's what you want to do. So being aware of your weaknesses means being it's not enough to be aware of it, but it is first and foremost, the first and most important step is to be aware of it. It's not enough, but the most important step is because you cannot change something you do not realize exists, or you do not accept exists, because many women don't like that. They don't like to believe that, they do this or they do the other. They just want to carry on anyway as if nothing has happened, or they are not like that. Well, I've always been like that. You cannot live like that. That is really a lack of maturity. So this means to be in complete control of your thoughts, especially those which stir up that emotion. Hi, Dion. Those thoughts that stir up that emotion. So let me explain that to you. So we're talking about the emotion of being hurt. So maybe a colleague said something and you've helped them, you've assisted them, you've stayed back at work so that they could finish a project. You didn't have to. You suggested you help them. Now you're in your project and you are thinking without asking, they're going to help you because you've helped them. But they walk in and they say, I need to get home today. I need to talk with my husband, or my kids need to go. We're going on holiday. And you're deeply hurt. And that has an impact on your performance and your productivity, because the first thing that occurs to you is that you're upset, and how do you get upset? You are thinking about what she has done or he has done. They did not show up. As you are thinking on it, that thought creates an emotion called hurt. Because you are considering, I did this for her, I did this, I did that, and she's not there for me. The least she could have done was to defer her holiday, or at least stay an hour later with me. That would help me. And you are going on and on and on. So now that means you've given your control away, because the only thing you have been created to have complete and full control of are your thoughts. So I'm a Christian. It does not matter what disease is out there. I believe God heals me. I believe he sent Jesus to die so that I don't have to have the disease. So if the disease shows up, I know what I'm dealing with. It does not matter. I don't even need to know its name. I am not supposed to carry it because Jesus carried it on his body. So that's not, I've just shared with you. I'm not going to get into a funk about, oh God, everybody's dying of cancer. I'm not going to be one of them. It's not going to happen to me. It cannot happen to me. I have a stand. I have a position. I have occupied. I am not shifting from it, not shaking from it. I am aware of it, and I'm aware of how to deal with it if it shows up. Not when, because I'm not expecting it to show up. If it shows up. See. So what are you aware of? Are you aware that you easily get hurt when people don't help you after you have helped them? Be aware of that. Now, look at what process your thinking. She did this, she did that, and you get into a funk. I used to do that. Oh, I could think myself into a serious funk for no money. You don't need to pay me. I get into a funk all by myself with my own thinking. So what you want to do is to control it and say, well, she had to go. You don't have space for that kind of thinking. Because if you're thinking about this, you can't think about that, you see. So that you need to think about is, I need to get this project done and dusted. I need to deliver way before the date I'm supposed to deliver. You don't have time. No, she didn't. Love her. Tell her to enjoy herself on holiday. Tell her to have a great time. Now focus on your work. Now what do I need to do? Because your personality matters. Personality determines attitude. It's not the other way around. Attitude is what is hired, and then you are trained for success, according to Simon T. Bailey. So you want to ensure that your attitude is on point all the time. So it does not mean you become cold or that you ignore your emotions. No, it means to manage your emotions means to be in charge of it. You don't allow your emotions to control you. You control your emotions using your thoughts. So it means to be in charge. It means to succeed in surviving or in achieving something despite difficult circumstances. That is the dictionary meaning of manage. So when we're not saying, oh, become cold, when somebody hurts you, just say, oh yeah, hello, bye. No, don't become an automaton. Don't become someone that has no longer has feelings. It does not mean it doesn't hurt. It just means you have controlled it. This is not the time to call, oh, she hurt me. And that is even not how to deal with the pain that you feel. So I hope this has served you. Let me tell you something I have for you. There are only 6 spots, 5 plus 1. For this offer I'm going to share with you. I am doing what I call my June 2018 offer. It's on emotional intelligence. Discover how to manage your emotions at work without being cold. Discover how to manage your emotions at work without being cold. So it's a half-day VIP day. And if you're interested, all you need to do is to send me a private message via Facebook or LinkedIn, or my email address is in the title of this video. You can send me an email address and say, I'm interested in the half-day VIP day on emotional intelligence. Like I said, there are only 6 spots. Once you contact me, we shall set up a mutually convenient time for us to have a chat about why you want to get on that program and whether you're a good fit for me and whether I am a good fit for you. And I promise you, if I am not a good fit for you and you're not for me, I will be sending you on to someone else and referring you to someone that I know for sure can help you, depending on what it is you want. I hope this has served you. Please, if you're a replay viewer, just hashtag replay. If you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments or slide into my inbox and I'll be happy to respond to you. If you would like me to remind you about these live streams, which come up at 2 p.m. every single day, Monday to Friday, simply put reminder in the comments and I will put you on my list so that you can be reminded. The Lord bless you. Stay strong. Bye-bye.